when you watch and totally get absorbed in that, every goal and everything will excite. And just imagine those people who are there in that huge stadium. And everyone is forgetting their own this, they get excited. And then so much of tension on their head. And every goal and everything will be ha. One side will be ha and other side ho. Depending on which side you are. One goal, half the population becomes happy and another half becomes sad. Which country? So why? And others like you are not interested, you want to see the recipe how to make gulab jamun, or you want to check the latest movie, or you want to see some other, and that channel happens to come there, and at that particular moment some excitement is happening, it will not excite you. A goal will not, you don't even know which team is playing. So goal will not excite you, nor it depress you. In the same way, a realized master looks at this world from a totally different standpoint, which many times we don't understand, and we keep on superimposing our own idea, our own prejudices or concept on them. They look at the whole thing in a totally as their own self. Just as that water in the ocean, water is water alone. So from the standpoint of water, the waves rising and falling down doesn't make a difference. It's nice, it's good, but it doesn't make any difference to the water. Water doesn't become more or less because of the rise and fall of the waves. Similarly, for a realized master, the gain and loss of this world is not affecting him. But that realized master may guide and may bless and may others who may feel that great excitement or great pain or sorrow and all. Like here we find Bhagwan Krishna when he saw Arjuna very sad, depressed, I don't know what to do and all. Bhagwan is guiding him. But it is said in the second chapter we saw, Prahasanneva Bharata, as though smiling or as though laughing within, he looked at it and he says, oh, such a foolish thing to do, but he did not express it. And he started guiding Arjuna right from the basics. See a person who has done PhD and all, and that person is told to teach in the elementary school, ABCD sikhao, Jack and Jill sikhao, Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That fellow will get totally, may not be so excited, but if he has got great love and affection for the children, then he will teach and dance with the children and sing with the children. Similarly, a realized master, when he gains something which seems to be very good, everyone else is excited, he will also smile, he will say, very nice. Wonderful. Na prahrushyet priyam prapya. Having gained something priyam, it doesn't excite this person. His heart doesn't swell with excitement. Tulsidas ji says, like a small pond which is formed during rainy season, when it rains, it overflows. And when there is no rain for a few days, it just dries up. But the ocean, it rains, it doesn't rain, is always full. Similarly, the worldly person gets excited by certain gains of this world, because that is what we understand. That is what is speaking our language. We understand it, we can measure it, get excited, but not the wise person. Na prahrushyet priyam prapya, nodvijet prapya cha apriyam. And having gained something not conducive, na udvijet, doesn't get agitated. Agitation is again when we experience something which we don't want, when we get something which we don't like, immediately the mind becomes agitated. It is natural phenomena like it's immediately the mind gets disturbed and agitated, and we identify with this mind, and I feel that I am disturbed, I am agitated. Apriyam, that which is not good for the senses, that which is not conducive to my mind, that which is against my likes, that which is not acceptable to the intellect. Such thing, when it happens, or some object comes, or some person comes, or situation happens, a person gets very agitated. Udvijet. But a realized master doesn't get disturbed by this. And there are various examples in our world of these realized masters from every part of our own country. Great masters during even Mughals' time or other time when they were sometimes tortured also. But they remained free from all agitation also. And if they were given special respect or reverence or worship and all, it did not excite them. So, na praharashet, because their joy is not dependent on the world, their joy is independent. It is independent. It doesn't depend little bit also on the world and the condition outside. So that is the grand freedom we are talking about. Just imagine, the great grand freedom where the joy doesn't depend on the existence or non-existence on their body also, on the happening of the world. It doesn't depend at all. Their peace and their joy. So, na praharashet priyam prapya, no dvijet prapya cha apriyam. Why? Because stira buddhihi, their buddhi has become stira. Their buddhi means their understanding of their own self has become stira. They have become stita prajna. See, very interesting. Our buddhi understands, but if that understanding is not proper, or if we have not gained that establishment in that understanding, it goes away. For example, I had said this yesterday also, I think, that during pravachan or sometimes we understand certain things, but after some time it just disappears. That means asthira buddhi, asthir understanding. Means when we are learning, when we are told, when we are thinking and all, we understand, oh, I am that Brahma. But this understanding is retained or is last only for fraction of a second. Then it goes away. Then what understanding comes? That I am a limited jiva, that I am a miserable person, that I have this job, that I have this family, that I have to go there, I have to do shopping, I have to do... So then again when we study and all satsang and all, I am Brahma. So that is called asthira buddhi. Means the buddhi is not sthira. Understanding is not sthira. Why? Because that one has not done deep contemplation on what one has understood. So it has not become part of our nature. Our understanding has not gone deep. I think it was a story of Akbar or Birbal. Huh? Suddenly I remember those. So Birbal wanted to know that fellow whether his cook or someone, what is his language, because he just told him that no, I speak Hindi and all, but Akbar, he had some doubts about it. So then he was asleep, this cook. Then Akbar came and threw some water or something, and immediately started speaking in his mother tongue. Then he said, pakad liya. Because that mother tongue is deeper. And it comes when we are not on guard and all. Why it has gone deeper? Because we are in tune with it right from our childhood. Right from the time we were in our mother's womb, we were listening to mother, then speaking ourselves. So it has gone deeper within myself. Some people, when they are in pain or sorrow or something, their mother tongue comes out. Ayyo. Then you know that mother tongue. Similarly, when we have gained knowledge, it first remains on a surface only, on the top surface. See, our mind is like an ocean, and our conscious mind is like the top of the ocean, the waves, where there are waves. Deeper than that, till the space where, let us say, the sunlight reaches, that is like the subconscious mind. Much deeper than that is like our unconscious mind, where the sunlight also doesn't reach. There are the depth of the ocean, which is so dark, I think so, I have not gone, must be so dark that even the sun's rays don't reach. But because of the currents of the ocean, sometimes that water also rises up, and then it gets the light of the sun, and sometimes it reaches the top portion also. So when we listen to pravachan, when we experience the good and bad of this world, it remains on the surface. When we contemplate on it, it starts sinking down and down. And when we meditate and all on it, it goes still down. It becomes part of our unconscious mind. Therefore, it is very important that whatever we know, understand, we have to keep contemplating and pushing it deep within our own mind. So this, through Shravan, when we do the Shravan, when we do the Shravan listening, and if our listening is with full attention, and our listening is with full our emotion, then it goes deeper. And if our self, our ego is also conducive to it, it goes still deeper. See, when somebody says something to you which hurts you or which gives you joy, that you will remember for a long time. Because it touches your ego. Ego is at a deeper level of our personality. Still deeper than ego is our self, but ego is at a deeper level. So whatever we listen and all, if it touches the ego, then it has gone quite deep. But it doesn't make any, मैं ब्रह्म हूँ, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Ego doesn't get bothered by it. It should touch it in such a way that it should get frightened. Arre Bapre, if I am Brahma, this I, that little ego, is just a false concept. It's just a mere illusion. It's just an appearance. It has got no reality as such. That when that ego itself comes to understand this, it just shivers and falls down. As Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi says, when we inquire, who am I? That I patatyaham, this ahankar falls down and the real I shines forth. So stira buddhi means one whose buddhi about the self, that self is sama everywhere, sarva bhuteshu ekaha samaha, it is one, it is saman in all beings, it is free from all dosha, from all defects, and that is my own self. This understanding of the intellect is clear, free from doubt, free from doubts, and it's very firm. That is very important. Children, when they have these exams and all, that time they study. after they give their what you call paper, and when they come out, you ask